Hello everybody and welcome back to the monthly Hackers Digest. I'm Gas, and for the next 10 or so minutes I'll be summarizing the top stories of Fire Emblem ROM hacking in the month of May. This month didn't see a whole lot of news from project hackers, but the progression from concept hacks featured from last month and a couple new ones continue to make strides in progress. A lot of hacking this month actually came from research and development, such as new discoveries in Fire Emblem Awakening RAM hacking, as well as some Fire Emblem 7 music hacking. There are also a few cool community events going on that I'll also be covering here, like Ragefest IV and a few others. So without further delay, let's get this started. That sounded pretty good, right? Probably impossible to think that came from a GBA game. Well,
believe it!
Aggro and Brendor have been working together on destroying what we used to think about music hacking in Fire Emblem. So anyone who does music hacking knows that the game would keep reverting back to 7 tracks instead of 8 whenever you tried to hack in music. A track basically is a musical instrument, and you can only have 7 music instruments playing at the same time. However, not too long ago, Brendor discovered that the 7-track limitation could also be resolved through changing literally only a couple bytes in hex. After relaying the information to Aggro, otherwise known as the Music Guru, he was able to increase the capacity from 7 sounds to 8 sounds and now up to 12, but that still remains to be tested. Aggro is still working on testing on what he can do before the game starts to lag and break from playing too many sounds at once. But long story short, the potential for music hacking in Fire Emblem GBA games have just increased exponentially. Fire Emblem Awakening hacking continues on. The community of Serenades continues to try to decipher how FEA Awakening does things. Looks like so far most progress is just seeing what numbers determine what in the game. So don't just go thinking that literal ROM hacks of FEA are happening anytime soon. While most information being exchanged are just discoveries through RAM hacking, the video you're seeing right now is the RAM hacking adventures of Shadowofchaos, and a lot of his videos are actually really interesting and some of them are kinda funny, and I'll be providing a link to them in the description. So go check that out. Do it. And that's basically it for research and development, and now let's talk about some actual hack projects and concepts. DH_Ninja, a corroborator behind The Last Promise, has been putting in some hard work. If you're a fan of TLP, you might be happy to know that progress on TLP Hard Mode, as well as TLP 0% growth, is going smoothly. Ninja and I, in fact, had a pretty entertaining Let's Play / interview, and that video will be following this one.
Yeah.
So is she a character in the old, or in the normal TLP? Or is she like straight up new?
She's straight up new. She was referenced in this chapter as being the
You should really check it out. We talk about the history of TLP as well as its current state and some of its new additions. And I asked the big question, is The Last Promise ever going to really finish? Make sure you check that video out after you're finished watching the main one. Despite a rocky start to the summer, Fire Emblem Bloodlines is back in action. What you're seeing right now is gameplay from chapters 6 and 8. This month I mostly focused on graphics and gameplay. And if you haven't already guessed it, the theme for part 2 is going to be aquatic. In fact, chapter 9 is planned to take place underwater. In terms of release dates, version 1.4 is still scheduled to be released around Fire Emblem E3 time. And as for the actual part 2, not quite sure when that is going to be released because there is a ton of animation still to be made and gameplay and plot. So don't have many guarantees, probably not going to be ready for the summer, which is kind of unfortunate, but at least there's going to be something there for the summer that's new. I hope so at least. And as always, if you're interested in the thread, make sure you follow progression on the hack as well as the other hacks here if you're interested on Serenades and Fire Emblem Universe. The final beta testing phase of Elibean Nights has begun, and Arch is probably just going through the game right now and trying to fix all bugs that have been found by the community and the rest of his beta testers. So right now Elibean Nights is currently just bug fixing and polishing up a lot of stuff. Here are the latest screen caps of Elibean Nights. Unfortunately for Alfred Kamen, school has been destroying him. However, to keep fans of Midnight Sun looking forward to the hack, Alfred Kamen has started up a Midnight Sun fanfic contest. So if you're savvy for writing, and you're savvy for Midnight Sun, put 2 and 2 together, and you might be a winner for his fanfic contest, which ends sometime in July. If you're interested in more details, then check out the thread, which is linked below in the description. Even though the tactician from Fire Emblem 7 was a silent type, the one in Scions of Kings will be making some noise. Fellow Canadian Oreo Sticks is smoothly progressing and has begun beta testing. What you're seeing right now is Oreo Sticks' latest animation, where you, as a tactician, will have a choice to pick between one of 4 melee weapons, as well as Rally, which is a spin on dance or play. Check out the full animation yourself in the description. Blade Master is blazing through the Sun God's challenge. But yeah, seriously though, Blade Master is already on Chapter 8, and he actually plans on releasing the hack at the end of the summer. So by the end of the summer, and probably around FE3 time, it might be likely that there will be a new playable hack that is complete. So stay tuned for that. I am very pleased to announce that longtime colleague and good friend Skull is finally going public with his hack, KelssFE. From custom animations to custom music, to very stylized mugs and palettes, this hack is looking fresh to death. Skull plans to have a release date around FE3 time and is opening up beta testing this week. Fun fact, Skull was the mastermind behind all of the custom music in Fire Emblem Bloodlines, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that I am stoked to see what Skull is cooking up. And with that said, the unofficially titled and difficult to pronounce KelssFE is the last hack featured in this monthly Hackers Digest. And now, let's move on to some more social community events. After like 3 years of hiatus, Marky Joe 1990's Ragefest contest makes a return. To those who don't know, the Ragefest contest is a Fire Emblem chapter design contest with the goal to make a chapter in one of the Fire Emblem games, or FE making engines like FEXP or FEXNA, that is rage-inducingly hard and gut-bustingly funny. Basically, the point is to make a chapter that makes Marky Joe cry both of agony and laughter. Ragefest has always been a very popular contest in the community, as they sometimes bring really creative and clever chapter designs. There have been many submissions of Ragefest over its past 3 iterations, and I'll be providing a link to the playlists and Marky Joe's channel in the description. Check it out if this interests you, and make sure to stay tuned for more Ragefest news likely to be on Marky Joe's channel, which will also be linked in the description. Are you a hacker that has absolutely no artistic skills whatsoever? Well, worry not. Serena's Forest is opening up its first open source gallery. The purpose of the event is to build a very healthy amount of open source assets to project makers and the like. Since there is so few open source assets available at the moment, any art assets submitted to the open source gallery immediately goes to the public upon presentation at the end of the month. If you are someone who likes to make art or someone who is in need of it, make sure you check out the link, look at the details, and participate in this completely uncompetitive, friendly community event. Fire Emblem Hacking now has its own IRC chat. If you're a fan of Fire Emblem ROM hacks, have a project in mind that you want to talk about, or just want to hang out and chill with your fellow ROM hacking peers, then join FE ROM Hacking on Freenode. Or to be easy, just click the link in the description below and instantly you'll be linked to the chat room where you can exchange dialogue between your fellow ROM hacking fanatics. Also, if you're a fan of iOS apps, a Fire Emblem ROM hacking chat room formed on the Rooms app for iOS is there, where you can basically do the same thing except on your phone. And that'll do it for this month's monthly Hackers Digest. If you enjoyed this video and watched it till the end, thank you very much. And make sure you check out the Let's Play / interview I've done with DH Ninja regarding TLP Hard Mode. If you have any feedback on the monthly Hackers Digest, please let me know either on Serenades or in the comments. And as always, please support the channel. And with that all being said, I'm Gast, and I'll catch you guys next month. Or soon, if I decide to start Let's Playing again, which I don't even know about yet. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.